thinking, realized there wasn't any reason for me to change except for the sake of change, and that's never a good reason to change. But what are you looking at here? What is this magic? Hi everybody, I am super excited to share with you the new Erin Condren Life Planner for 2019-2020. This was sent to me by Sam from Erin Condren. She asked me if I would like to preview it, and I said fuck yeah, because I knew that I was going to use one for next year, so I might as well get one early and share it with you guys, right? She sent me the new planner, but she also sent me some of the accessories, and I will show those towards the end of the video. For those of you who actually care, you can stick around, and otherwise you can watch for the planner and then take off. So this is the new planner. I got a 12-month neutral horizontal, which shouldn't surprise anybody. I decided to stick with horizontal for this next year. I did some thinking, realized there wasn't any reason for me to change except for the sake of change, and that's never a good reason to change. But what are you looking at here? What is this magic? So they are sending the planners now in these storage boxes instead of those vinyl pouches, which for me is a welcome change because I have a bunch of those vinyl pouches kind of stashed away, and I never use any of them. When they were in the planner, I didn't use them. When they're not in the planner, I kind of stack them up with everything else, and I never use them. They're just more shit for me to hoard. And yes, I hoard containers, but at least I know I might use this. And you'll be able to buy these separately. They come in two patterns. This is the neutral, and then there's a colorful one, and it depends on what planner you order. They come with the planner, or you can buy it separately. This is the neutral planner. I've only kind of glanced at it yet. This is mostly a first impressions. I would have done this in a live stream, except that I go wild when this video goes live, so I can't do it. But I'm kind of looking at all these things for the first time, and I'll give you my first impressions of them. And if you'd like me to do a live stream later when I get back, just let me know in the comments. So they open like this. It's not a lidded box, it's like a slide box. So the box is nice and deep, and it's deep enough to hold the 18-month, but I got the 12-month, so there was a little bit of space. Fairly sturdy. I mean, it's a cardboard box, It's cute. It's not like, an heirloom box or anything, but it'll be handy to hold some shit. And then here's the new ruler. Looks a little bit wider and maybe a little pointier. So let me just say really quick, when they sent the stuff out to those of us who were going to be getting the launch stuff, and I saw this new pattern, the Kaleidoscope Pattern, holy shit, you guys, I love this. I have made no secret of the fact that last year's woven like shredded wheat pattern was not my favorite. And that the year before that, the spots, they look like Dalmatian spots to me. Again, not my favorite. They just haven't been patterns I've really glommed onto very much, although the shredded wheat one did look a lot better to me on white than on navy. But this Kaleidoscope pattern is sexy. I love this. Like I have a planner boner for this. So this is the cover. This is the colorful cover. I think I had asked for the neutral and they gave me the colorful one instead, which is fine. I'm going to order the neutral one when it comes out, but it's nice because then you can see what the colorful kind of pattern looks like. I had just put my name on the front, and I got the rose gold coil, and this cover has rose gold, but I think you can get it in the different colorways. They've got a bunch of new covers and shit, but I had to go with the Kaleidoscope because I think it's gorgeous. So this is the colorful colorway that you're looking at in this cover. These look like the extras that come with the light. Ooh, and you can see here the colorful box too. That's really pretty. Normally they gave them to you in that vinyl pouch, but now that they've gotten rid of the vinyl pouch, it looks like they're giving it to you in a little plastic situation. So let's see what we got in here. This looks like a little hexagon sticker, some new compliment cards with the, God, that's so pretty. With the Kaleidoscope, some gift labels of the Kaleidoscope, a couple of codes as they usually give you in these planners for 20% off. And then this little sticker, according to that card, is a label that you can use on like the spine of the box to tell you what's in it if you want to store like an old life planner or whatever you want to store in it. This is like a storage label basically, which I think is cool. I'm gonna stick all these back in here, I think, so I don't lose them. That's too much work. Let's set these to the side. I'll figure that out later. So here is the front, and we have this kind of colorful overlay on the vellum, which is neat. Look at that. Guys, I'm sorry. Like, I'm going to be gushing about this pattern, and it's not because they sent it to me for free. I would be gushing about this if they didn't send it to me for free. It's just so pretty. Like, it is so pretty. I am loving this. And if you're not, then that's also your thing. Oh, something I just noticed glancing. Notice for the neutral that the tabs are not black. They're like a soft gray. Hold on, let me show you for comparison's sake. Here is my current neutral horizontal. Look at the difference in the tabs. I really like that. I hope that the colors in here are not too intense, but I really like that. Just subtle. And it goes really well with the Kaleidoscope. I feel like the black tags would look kind of like extreme with the soft colors of the pattern this year. Here is the year at a glance, which I always try to use I've been trying to use it for budgeting, and that really hasn't been happening, but I will hopefully find some use. And it's got these little strips going down the middle with the Kaleidoscope pattern. And then there's this section, again, one I don't use very often, and it looks like they are now rounding the corners. I remember seeing something like this in one of the previews. Yeah, these old corners were pointy, and these ones are rounded. And then here's a note page. That's so cute. I used to be like, why does everybody like hexagons? And now I'm looking at them, and maybe it's because I like the Kaleidoscope pattern so much. I don't know. But here's a note page, and it's got like a header on the top of the note page that you can use. This is the divider, and the dividers are like a little bit more cardstocky. The paper feels really nice and weighty. It feels like the same paper in this year's planner in terms of thickness. But the dividers always have like a kind of a thicker cardstock. And then the laminate goes about to here with this tab. There's a quote here with the soft, I wonder if these colors are different. Yeah, it looks like the colors rotate through on this. So we'll look at those as we flip through. Oh, this is new. This is new. I'm kind of like, fuck, I wasn't expecting new. I mean, they haven't put like new shit in for, okay, I'm going to take a look at this. So this is like a dot grid page. It looks like they're about the same size as the dot grid in their other dot grid products. So it's bigger than your standard dot grid in like a Leuchtturm or Scribbles That Matter or whatever. This is a dot grid page. And then this page has the month, some monthly goals, birthdays, and then a lined box and a dot grid box. I have no idea if I would use that or how I would use that, but that is certainly interesting. And then here's the monthly calendar, which again, it's the same situation as the monthly calendar in the previous planner. The only difference is there's a little bit more decor at the top, and they removed the little tiny calendar here at the bottom in favor of more note space, which I really like. I'm not sure how I feel about adding this extra bit of color for the neutral. It might be more color than I'd like for the neutral, but I really love the pattern, so maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. And here is the layout for the week. It looks like this little hexagon is to stand for the first day of the month, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it's the first day of the month. All right, so it's the same basic layout. There are some differences here, though. One is this stripe along the top, which, again, this is a neutral planner. I'm kind of like, okay, I love this pattern, but I wish it wasn't there because I'm going to cover it up most likely anyway. So no big deal, but at the same time, like, I mean, I guess it's like no different than covering up the flag. It's just a little bit longer. I would love to not have any of the color on the pages at all. It is really pretty though. The flag is gone. I do like that the dates have moved. For my personal planning style, I like that these months have moved down to the edges because that way it can be one strip of washi as opposed to a strip and then a flag and then a tiny strip or something to make it look interesting. This, I may find myself covering this up less often because it's less awkward. You see, like you have to stop the washi and then there's like space. Like I'd never really liked how that looked. I always wished that's why on some other weeks I would just cover the whole thing up like that and just reposition it. So I like some of the changes up here and others I'm like, oh, whatever. I'm not sure how I feel about the little dot in each of these boxes because I don't think I would use it, but maybe I'll find a use for it. I'm not really sure what it's there for. I'm not really sure what, like the little tiny hexagon, what's it there for? Like, what is the purpose? What was the intended purpose? I wish I knew, but I'm not sure what I would use it for. I like the little hexagon for the first of the month. Again, I'd probably cover it up. And I do like that the dates are a lot squished, like the way that they've got this. This I really like. This change is awesome. Again, this is all from my way of decorating. But when you want to cover up dates, it's a lot more to cover up when it's longer. You have a strip. Here you could use a strip or you could use a small number. Either way, you wouldn't have to use any whiteout to cover shit up, and that I really, really like. It gives you more flexibility. I think that the rounded corners look really pretty. I personally don't. It doesn't matter to me one way or the other. So that's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. They're cute. I think they're cute, but I just don't. I don't care necessarily. Doesn't change how I'm going to plan. There's still the holidays on here, and then there's the notes section. Doesn't say notes anymore, and it has the month at a glance calendar, which I could have done without. I think month at a glance calendars are, not useful for me. But I will say that when I usually if I stick a big sticker in the notes section, it'll just move from here to cover up the word notes to here to cover up the calendar. So I can live with it. I can make it work in my style. No big deal. And then we get to the end of the month, and here is the standard notes page with the header across the top. And we're into the neutral the next month. And it looks like there's a 4-month color scheme for this like soft kaleidoscope, so that the bits, like the little like accents in each month, change up a little bit based on what color is, like what is the main primary color of it. So here's August. There's this situation again. And then we're into this. You can see there's the first of the month. So I'm going to flip through this so you can see kind of the colors. And then because June goes a little bit into that following week, you do get the first couple days of July and a July monthly calendar and a July planning page, which I think is... I like that because it works really well for transitioning. And now we're into the notes pages, and I'm curious to see what they've done with this section, because the last few years it's been lined and then dot and then coloring pages. So let's see, I'm curious. So this first one is also cardstock, the dividery one. They've got the hexagons. Basically the flag has been replaced by the hexagon, so it's still like an asterisk, but you got one, two, 3 notes pages with like lines, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 dot grid pages with this very light hexagon pattern on the sides, and then you have 2 coloring pages. Still coloring pages in here. Well, that's good for pen testing. Then there's 12 hexagons here, so you could use this for something if you wanted to put like a focus word of the month, or like for me I could put my vegetable of the month or whatever. You could use this for a monthly something. There are 12 of them. That's interesting. I'm not sure like what like specifically it might have been meant for, but you could use this for like pounds lost if you're tracking weight. You could use this for tracking YouTube subscribers monthly. There's a whole bunch of things you could use for this. It's like a kind of a cute tracking page. Then you've got like a nice little contacts section. You got 1 page for contacts. Is that in this planner? There is a contacts section in this planner. Shows how much I use it. And then here is a future planning spread all the way through 2021. Gives you a bunch of space here to, plan for the following year. Here is the little advertisement page they always include. And then here's the stickers. Give me a second here. These are really pretty. These colors are colors I love. You've got a page of like flags and shit with silver foil. You've got a page of more functional like trackers and banners and shit with rose gold foil. You've got another silver foil page with a bunch of birthday and holiday style stickers. And then you have this page with rose gold event stickers. God, these are gorgeous. I gotta remember to use these. And then we have the folder in the back, nice and sturdy with silver foil and the kaleidoscope pattern. And then this side is the kaleidoscope pattern with no foil, and then a perpetual calendar. That's the colorful, and that's the end of the planner. So I'm going to pen test really quick. I have a gel pen. This is the Pilot Juice. I have a fine liner. This is the Pilot Fine Liner. This is the Erin Condren dual tip pen. I figured I'd use this too. And then a Tombow dual brush marker. And I'm heavy-handed. All right, so there is the most that you get. There's pretty much no, like tiny bit of ghosting with all of them except for the Pilot Fine Liner and the Juice Pen. A little bit of ghosting. None of them bleed through. The most ghosting happens with the Erin Condren medium tip. And then the second most is the Tombow dual brush pen. So yeah, it's nice thick paper. I know I like it. It does have some bleed through when you go heavy, like ham with any of like the more inky pens. I've had that problem before. But generally speaking, there might be some ghosting, but not much. All right, so my thoughts on the planner itself, the new planner. I love this pattern. It is beautiful. I feel like there are some changes they made to this that I absolutely love, and there are some changes they made that I'm either meh or kind of wishing. Like there's more color in this neutral planner than I prefer on the regular. There's that. But it's placed in ways that I can cover it up if I really want to. and the changes and the standard layout of it are so good that it doesn't make me want to change. I really like that. And I love this pattern. I love it. Love, 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 love. So yeah, and I will say that the addition of this, I'm not sure if I'll use this because it's never been, this kind of thing is not something I usually use, but I'm really intrigued by it, so I'm going to have to give it a try. These will release on May 8th, I believe. Is that right? Let me look at my thingy. Yeah, so May 8th they will launch. If you're an EC Insider, they will launch on May 6th. So that's when you can get these. Anyway, I'm going to set this to the side and bust out the new accessories. I don't have prices for any of these, so I'm just going to kind of go through them and let you know what I think of them. Like I said, this is all fairly first impressions, and I can do more videos on these in the days to come if that's something you're looking forward to. So let me know in the comments. I got a whole stack of accessories here. Let's go from, let's kind of, I'm going to peel through these and go from the ones I like, the most ones that are like kind of non-plus to me. The ones I don't like maybe give as much of a crap about because I just know I'm probably not going to use them as much as I would want to. Compliment cards. Now, these are not something I use very often, probably because I always forget I have them, but I want to flip through these because I love this pattern so much. Okay, these are really beautiful. I may try and put these somewhere where I will remember I have them and use them maybe as thank yous for when people do stuff at church for me or whatever, especially now that people are starting to help me with some of the things I need help with because of my kidneys. Metallic mini snap-in bookmarks. These are on the Kaleidoscope pattern. Looking at all of these, I love the neutral the most so much, but that one's really pretty too. And we have some bands. I don't know if these are new colors or not, but they're really, I love the, like, they're hollow. Like, they're kind of hollow on them. I'm not sure if you can see the iridescent on them, but this, like, pink one with the iridescent is, I would wear that as a headband, my dudes. Oh, that's cute. These are the lined sticky notes. Actually, I want to hang on to this too as a bookmark because it's so pretty. So I just want to see, because Erin Condren sticky notes are so like hit and miss. They peel off really nicely, which is good because some have like stuck. They curl up a little bit, but they seem to be somewhat okay. So I am excited about those because I'm pretty much excited about anything that comes with this new pattern on it. Here is a two-sided metallic dashboard. This is definitely new because it has the kaleidoscope pattern on it. Let's take a look at this. So this one, oh, that's so pretty. I want to like save all these pieces and like scrapbook with them, and I don't even scrapbook. What the fuck, dude? So in the front it has priorities and then a habit tracker with hexagons, which is really cute. And the colorful kaleidoscope, and it's gold foiled. And then the back, it gives you like maybe like a week that you could use for a meal plan. That's actually really cool. I might actually use that. I've had these in the past where I've used them for a while and they've worked really well. That's really neat. I may save that. Like I might actually use that one. And then to go with that one, they have a new set of wet erase markers. These ones are earth tones, orange, purple, royal blue, and chocolate, and they're fine tipped. So I guess I will test all of these out for you. I feel like I would use the blue and the purple the most because those are colors that are more in my wheelhouse, but they're nice colors and they write really well. And I'll grab out a baby wipe and I'll wipe them off and we'll see how cleanly they erase. I love the tip of them. I have some of these already somewhere buried in one of my pen boxes. I'll have to pull those ones out too and maybe assemble a pack of the ones from that old pack and this pack that I like the most. So they just cleaned right off with a baby wipe. Very cool. I mean, those were also not super dry, but yeah, I like that. Those are neat. And then another dry erase situation is a checklist dashboard. This one, again, has the kaleidoscope pattern really softly in the background. That's so pretty. You guys, I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm just like having weird planner orgasms over this pattern. It's gorgeous. And it looks like 30 things to check, like 30 here and then 11 here. And then on the back, it's so pretty. A dot grid with the kaleidoscope. All right. Okay, so this, again, I have a couple of planny packs I have gotten via, like, subscription, like, through, like, I don't know, sets I've ordered or whatever. But I've never been that interested in one. Until now. Motherfucker. This is the Kaleidoscope planny pack with a silver situation. God damn it, you guys. I'm going to have to use this. I'm gonna have to use this. I'm gonna wait until I get my new cover, I think, to use it, because I want it to match, because I'm matchy-matchy like that. But this is so cute. Shit fire. So these are like packs you put on your planner to hold like your pens and stuff, and you can strap it to your planner to make it easy to carry your supplies around with you. I've always thought the name Planny Pack was a little ridiculous, but I understand the concept. It's just never been one that I use a lot. And here's a Petite Journal. I've looked at these before. This one is dot grid, and it's in the beautiful neutral color. And I'm assuming that there's going to be all of this stuff in the colorful. She probably just sent me all the neutral because that's the planner I got. This is not the one that's set up for bullet journaling. I will have a video on that one coming up next week. But it is the same like big dot grid with the Erin Condren logo in the corner. You guys know how I feel about that. Oh, look at that back page. So pretty. And then here is the new Classic Sticker Book Edition 5. So this is the sticker book that goes with this collection. I do use these. I don't use them as often as I should, but I do use these sticker books. These stickers are all really cute. I would love if they do a sticker book, the same exact sticker book, but with the neutral colorway. That would thrill me, because these ones are all colorful and they're all cute, but I am so drawn to the neutral colorway that I would love for a whole bunch of stickers with those colors. We have two things left. The first thing is this box. Doesn't say, it says Kaleidoscope Neutral. That's what it says. Oh, it's a fancy pen in the beautiful neutral pattern. Looks like it's a ballpoint question mark, or is it a gel pen? Let's see. I think it's a ballpoint. That's really pretty. And it's very weighty. It feels like substantial. And the presentation in this box is really beautiful. I'm not a big ballpoint pen fan, but I think I will love using this pen because of the look of it. It depends. So how I feel about this is going to depend on how much it costs. Because I think it's a really neat, like kind of gifty idea, and it's beautiful. But if it's super expensive, then I'm not sure how I feel about it. So far, tentative love. And the final thing, and I saved these for last because you guys know I love these markers, is this big pack. It's a 10-pack of multicolored dual tip markers in a big container. So I want to double check and see which ones of these are new and which one of these are ones I have already. So here's my research from when I did the other video, and I'll link it up above, of the markers of these that I did last month or whenever it was. Okay, so the colors that are in here: fuchsia, light pink, coral. So coral is not on this list, but coral came in the most recent seasonal surprise box. It's this guy. So if you did not get that box and you wanted those colors, that's where you get that one. Coral. Nectarine. That's already here. Aloe. That's a new one. So let's take aloe out. Oh, balls. I always suck at getting these things open for the first time. Wreck my already wrecked nails. That didn't work either. Shit. All right. Aloe. Let's take that one out. And then Kelly Green, so that's the other one that was in the seasonal surprise box. Cerulean. That's a new color. Wait. Okay, yeah, that's cerulean. That's a new color. Yeah, navy, amethyst, and lilac are also. There are 4 new colors. God, these are all beautiful too. 4 new colors if you did get the surprise. If you did not get the surprise box, then you get 4 new colors. If you did get the surprise box, there's 2 new colors. But to be fair, both the coral and the Kelly Green are two of my favorite colors in the whole line, so I'm excited to have duplicates of those. So I'm going to try these out and kind of glance here and see how they compare to other ones. All right, so here are the 4 colors. Coral, the closest comparison is magenta, but the coral is a little bit pinkier and a little lighter, and I like the coral better. Kelly Green does not really have a comparable, I guess it would be in between emerald and mermaid, but it's probably the most bright light green of them all. And aloe, The closest thing that there is to aloe maybe is mermaid, maybe, but there's really not a comparable one at all on here. And I am excited about that. Now with the Kelly Green and the aloe, they could do a greens pack, and I would love that because green is my favorite color. And then the cerulean, I'm very excited about because the cerulean looks like a darker version of the turquoise. And I love the color turquoise. I love it, but it's too pale for me to write with on a regular basis. This is like a darker, more usable version of that, and I'm excited. So these are all the new Erin Condren things. And I hope that you were glad to see this video and hear my opinions. If you would like me to do a live stream talking more about these after some use, let me know in the comments below. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments if anything here catches your fancy and if you're excited about it. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.